You know that feeling when you walk into a hotel room and everything is just perfect? It feels like magic, but it's not magic. It's a highly organized, almost invisible system. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain and show you the secret codes, strategies, and protocols that make it all happen.
To really get this system, you first have to understand the stakes. For a room attendant, the job is a physical marathon. And in that marathon, a tiny mistake, like forgetting one single item, isn't just a small problem. It's a huge setback. Think about it. A 5-minute walk to the supply closet and 5 minutes back. That time adds up, and it adds up fast.
And I'm not exaggerating when I say marathon. The average room attendant walks about 15,000 steps in just one shift. That's over 7 miles, or 11 kilometers. When you're covering that much ground, every single step has to count. Efficiency isn't just about doing a good job, it's about pure survival. And that's where the system kicks in.
So the very first part of this system is like a secret language. It's a set of codes that organizes the entire day. This language is the key to making that 15,000-step journey as efficient as humanly possible. It tells an attendant exactly what to do and, just as importantly, when to do it.
So how do they know where to start? I mean, picture a long hallway with, say, a dozen rooms that need to be cleaned. If you clean them in the wrong order, you can create total chaos for the front desk and leave new guests waiting for hours. The answer is a universal set of room status codes, usually on a tablet that's synced up in real time with the front desk.
And this is the most important code of them all. VD, for vacant dirty. This means the guest has officially checked out. The room is empty, but it's a mess. This is priority number 1, no question, because every single VD room is a product that the hotel needs to get back on the shelf so it can be sold to the next person walking through the door.
And on the flip side, this is the finish line, VR, or vacant ready. Once a room hits VR status, it's been cleaned, a supervisor has inspected it, and it's been released back into the hotel system. This is the perfect handoff. The room turns green on the front desk screen, and they can immediately give that key to a tired traveler.
Now, OO, or out of order, is the exact opposite of VR. This is a hard stop. It means something is physically wrong with the room. Maybe the AC is leaking or the lock is broken. This room cannot be sold, period. It's taken completely off the market until maintenance gives the final all clear.
Okay, this is where it gets a little nuanced, but it's super important. A reserved room means a guest is coming for that type of room, like a deluxe king with a view. It's a promise of a category. But a blocked room? That's different. That means one specific room, let's say room 501, is being held. And as you can see, housekeeping's job changes too. A reserved room just needs to be ready by check-in. But for a blocked room, they have to find out why it's blocked before they even touch it.
All right, so once an attendant knows their mission from all those codes, they need their tools. And their single most important tool is this, the housekeeping trolley. But you can't just think of this as a simple cart. No. This is a meticulously organized mobile command center. And it's designed for one thing, maximum efficiency.
And loading this command center is basically a science. Principle number 1 is the heavy bottom rule. All the heaviest stuff, we're talking duvet covers, big stacks of sheets, it all goes on the bottom shelf. This lowers the cart's center of gravity, which makes it way more stable and keeps it from tipping over when you're turning a corner.
Next up is how the linens are stacked. It's called the fold-out technique. Every single towel and sheet is placed with its folded edge facing outward. Why? So the attendant can do a super fast visual inventory. In just a few seconds, they know exactly what they have without digging through piles. It's a simple but absolutely brilliant time saver.
Now this one is a huge deal for safety. The separation rule. Cleaning chemicals are never, ever placed next to things the guest will consume, like coffee pods, tea bags, or sugar packets. You can imagine what would happen if a bottle of glass cleaner leaked onto a tea bag. This rule is completely non-negotiable.
And finally, a piece of advice that literally saves careers. You always push the trolley. You never ever pull it. When you push, you're using your powerful leg muscles and your body weight. But when you pull, all that strain goes right into your shoulder and rotator cuff, and that's just a recipe for a long-term injury.
So the mission is clear, the command center is stocked. Now we get to one of the most delicate parts of the job, actually entering a guest's private space. This is governed by a super strict protocol, and it's all about respect and security.
The procedure has to be precise. First, you look for a Do Not Disturb sign. If it's there, you walk away. That's it. If not, you knock 3 times, firmly, with your knuckles, and clearly announce housekeeping. Then you wait.
a full 10 to 15 seconds. Then you do it all again, knock and announce. Only after that second try do you slowly crack the door open and announce yourself one last time as you enter.
Now, once inside, attendants are trained to do something you might not expect. They prop the door wide open. And it's not for airflow, it's for their own safety. An open door is basically a witness. It protects them from false accusations and, crucially, it prevents them from ever being trapped inside a room with a guest.
Of course, not every room is a simple clean. The system has to have protocols for all the weird and unusual situations. This is where an attendant has to use some careful judgment and act a bit like a detective.
Let's look at two of the most important special cases, a Do Not Disturb sign and a sleep out. A D&D sign is a brick wall. It means do not enter under any circumstances. Easy enough. But a sleep out, or SO, is totally different. This means the guest stuff is still in the room, but the bed looks like it hasn't been slept in at all. This is not ignored. In fact, it triggers an immediate report to a supervisor.
A sleep out is a massive red flag for 3 really serious reasons. Number 1, a welfare check. Is the guest okay? Did something happen to them? Number 2, security. Could this be a skipper, someone who left without paying and just left empty bags behind to fool everyone? And third, it's an occupancy audit for safety. So that one simple observation is actually a critical security check.
So we've gone through the codes, the trolley, the protocols, but why does this internal, invisible system matter so much? Well, it's because every single part of it is designed to directly impact and improve the guest's experience.
Let's bring it all back. Remember that vacant dirty code? When that priority is ignored, maybe an attendant cleans an occupied room first to be nice, the whole system starts to break down. And the result? It's that frustrating moment we've all had, arriving after a long trip only to hear those dreaded words, "I'm sorry, your room isn't quite ready yet." That wait in the lobby is a direct consequence of the system failing.
So the next time you walk into a hotel room and see those crisp sheets, the spotless mirror, and the perfectly arranged coffee tray, just remember, it's all the end result of a hidden ballet of logistics and strategy. It's a system that's designed to be so good it becomes invisible. But now that you know it's there, will you see it?